Alright, so the major channel update is that the schedule after mid-August is going to be very, I would say different. I would say very different. A bit different at the very least. I got a job, I'll be starting it mid-August. That's the major update. So you'll have, hopefully I can get you guys you saw it was that big pile with the Ex Machina and the Victories and the Jimmy Olsen book and the Lois Lane book and many, many others. The January pile. I hope I can get that reviewed as the last video before I go to work. Not when I'm in work, but that happens, so be it. I'm trying my best, but the Victories is it's a huge book. And anyways, so that might be the last video, but definitely Comic Calls will be hope, because it's looking like the rest of the book should be in soon, very soon, hopefully very soon. But anyways, here's what I have so far. So first one up is one I've read before, and it's Gabriel Hardman's Kinski. I read this a while back, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's yet again one of those previously the library had it. I liked it so much, I bought it myself. I'm gonna be doing that like at least once per month until the end of the year. And I said on December I was gonna get Walking Dead. I'm not doing that anymore. There's just way too many books that I want for Christmas that I can't waste my money on having Walking Dead. Because every single Walking Dead book they have at the library. I believe even Clementine Volume 2. But anyways, this is an original graphic novel. As you can tell, it is smaller than most graphic novels. It's still not as small as that Long Hot Summer book, as far as wide goes. Like it's the same size, height-wise, but width, it is not. But this one I remember really liking. It's really good. Just didn't like how small the book was. I don't know why they do that, but it's still readable. There's the artwork, and it is a dog book. It's definitely not. It's rated T for teen. It is definitely that. I'm actually surprised it was rated T for teen. I think we have another T for teen book. Do we? Nope, Teen Plus. And this is, I did not expect this one to be this short, is A Haunted Girl. Written by Ethan Sachs and Naomi Sachs, collecting all 4 issues of this miniseries. Now, as far as Ethan Sachs goes, I have read 2 books by him. One that I have not finished, and one that I did. The one that I haven't finished I really liked. It was Old Man Hawkeye. That was really good. I actually didn't know it was written by him. I just so happened to be on the Kindle and saw Old Man Hawkeye, and I was like, oh, I wonder who writes it. Oh, Ethan Sachs. So now I really want to get A Haunted Girl. And the other one I read by him I didn't like as much was Midnight Suns, but I think that was just like a fluke in his career. Kind of like how Cullen Bunn's fluke in his career, at least in my opinion, is the King Arthur book he did for Aftershock, I think it was. I don't know. But all 4 issues of the series, written by Ethan Sachs and Naomi Sachs, I believe. Yes. And the artist is Marco Lorizana. Colorist is Andres Massa. And I believe the artist was Gabriel Hardman. It just shows Gabriel Hardman here, so I think he did everything. Yep, written and drawn by Gabriel Hardman. I was right. Okay, cool. For Kinski. And Gabriel Hardman, I'll explain it more when I get to the other book that's drawn by him. But he and Karina Sarah Bechko, their husband and wife, they both collaborated on probably one of my top Boom Studios books, the Planet of the Apes Before the Fall omnibus. I believe that collects their entire run. I could be wrong, but now I want to read again. Next one up, this one was kind of I had seen it was on sale on Amazon, like to get it through Amazon Prime, and I was like, you know what? I have wanted this book I kind of like on and off was interested in checking out this book. It's not one that I was like super excited for, but it added to so far, right? No, never mind. I was gonna say so far all these are the same place, but they're not. But the more books you get from Stock and Trade, the cheaper the shipping seems to be. So far, Stock and Trade is my second favorite. As far as like having to pay for shipping, because that should be different. Like kind of how like it should be different. Considered different. It is my favorite as far as having to pay for shipping goes. Yeah, overall service is the best. Wonder Book has surprisingly been they've been good with their pricing, but I'm still waiting on them. It took a while to ship. It took a while to ship, and usually they were like the first ones, I want to say. But they're definitely making up for it so far. They're getting there. I should knock on wood still get it when it's expected to get it. Anyways, we have Arcade Kings. This is 1 through 5 of Arcade Kings. Yep, 1 through 5. Another small size book. I don't know why Image does this. Not why Image does this. I know it's the. I get in my eye. I know it's the. Here's the artwork. I know it's the writers who say we want this book to be in this size format. I just don't understand it. I don't mind this size. Like I would say if it has to be a smaller size, this is as small as it should get. But I also like it's like the issues were the normal size, so why is this smaller? It's fine though. Still readable. And then let's get to the other one that was what's his face? The other Gabriel Hardman one I was talking about, and Karina Sarabenchko did the this is Heathen Town. The last book I need from either of these guys. This was a long time coming. This one I just kept putting off. I was like, I'll get it this time. I'll get it this week. Nope. And then for the longest time, I thought the Crooked Man was out of print, just in general. Like it came out, but it was out of print. No, it's yet again another book that Amazon was like, okay, it's coming out, and then Gabriel Hardman canceled the book or just never got published. I think that's actually exactly what it was. Just never got published, and just on indefinite hiatus. Hopefully it's on indefinite hiatus for a good amount of time, because I kind of had to put some books aside. I was like, nope, not getting those books, getting these instead, because I want to get everything by these amazing authors. As much as I hate to say it, hopefully, but I do want to get I do want to check that one out, because I think it's, I believe in The Conjuring 2, it was the Crooked Man. I don't think it's going to be exactly that, but it will probably deal with the, I think it's like a old folk tale. That's what it will be, basically. But this is Heathen Town. It's very good. It's black and white, but it's Gabriel Hardman, so it's that good black and white artwork. Now, I have always said that I don't know, like, what the difference. There was this book that was black and white, I didn't like it. And I finally understand it, because I was looking at the bonus material of a book, and it said pencils. It's when it's just the pencils and not the inks that I hate black and white artwork. Because obviously the colors come in afterwards, and they make it stand out a lot more. You can actually understand what's going on in the artwork. But books like Walking Dead and this have the inks too, so you could tell that it was originally supposed to be in black and white. That was the intention, to be in black and white. That's the black and white artwork I like. Yes, Heathen Town. Finally have everything by these amazing authors. Invisible Republic is the only other one. I didn't do a whole lot for Image, surprisingly enough. Like it was one of those things where I thought it was just a whole bunch, and I was like, well, I gotta get these books. I can't sacrifice that yet, and then I could. And I had them. All right, then we go on to the only book I got from Amazon themselves, because the rest were third-party sellers, and that is Patrick Kindlin's Antioche. Now, this one I put off forever because it was yet another Image anthology. Like, he's done a bunch of, like, a whole entire story, like, probably this size, too, if it came out in trade, for the Image Comics anthologies that you can only get them on the Kindle, or if you're lucky enough, your local comic book shop has them per issue, but unless they come out with trades themselves, the actual authors that write the books, you have to go to I had to spend $35 on the rest of them. I got some of them because I had to. I wanted to. It was like $3.99 for just the rest of Bitterroot and for the rest of Pray Deadly, so I was like, you know what, get those. But I still had to spend $35, and it's a lot to spend on the Kindle. I was pissed off enough that last month I spent $30 on the Kindle books, as some series were incomplete, like, I can't remember off the top of my head. They're Not Like Us was one, Nowhere Men, and then The Warning. All three of those were incomplete. I had to get those on the Kindle. But anyways, so this one is written by Patrick Kindlin and artwork done by Marco Ferrari. And I just said to myself, oh, I forgot to go over who the artist was for last book, and I did not. All 4 issues collected in here. Now, I had the first, this is a weird one, because I had the first 2 issues of the series. However, they never came out with a third and fourth issue until the trade came out, and it was like, wait, the trade's actually coming out? That's weird. So I think I can just check, actually. I'm pretty sure it's all 4 issues. It'd be kind of nice if it was never intended to be 4 issues. They just give it and at the end it's just the Image and anthology stuff, but it's not. 1 through 4. I think they... I don't know if they ever did. No, I would have known. But it's kind of funny. But this is the spin-off to Frontiersman that's also by Image and written by Patrick Kindlon. Yet another superhero book. And to enjoy, though. So there you go. But it's guest starring the Frontiersman in Antioche. But I should tell you guys how long that book has been out for. Antioche has. And it was still at the time when I was getting single issues. Now I don't anymore. This one, you've heard of Void Rivals by Image Comics, but here is Void Trip by Image Comics. Published by Image Comics, but written by Ryan O'Sullivan, with artwork done by Plaid Klaus, with Adida Bidikar probably doing the coloring. Nope, art is just by Plaid Klaus. Letterer is Adida Bidikar. But this one, I know nothing about. It was one of those books I cycled. I did a shuffle on their image on their website, on their YouTube channel does comic trailers, and every now and then I like to check them out, the ones I own, obviously, and I saw Void Rivals, and I was like, do I really want to get that? I kind of have too much to get, I can't get that one. And then there was one book I couldn't get because it went out of stock, and it would have been a really good price for that book, so I replaced that with this one. I got this. But this one collects all 5 issues of their series. It says it right here, but 1 through 5. It's kind of funny how they're like, price, $16.99. They never done this before. Like on the back here, they never usually do this. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I can tell some, like, I hate this, though. I kind of do hate this. The little bends here. It's not a big deal, obviously. I would never even think about returning it. And honestly, it's just on the cover, which is nice. At the same back here. Nope, never mind. That cover is like that, but it's just the first page. It's the back page. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Doesn't even show on the top. But... Void Rivals. Void Trip. I just said it myself. Void Trip. The next series is one for all ages, and so we have every issue. We have every issue. We have every rating now. But this one I read before and really liked. However, I don't recommend you get the image trades, and why did I do it? Well, I'll explain here in a second. But this is Scales and Scoundrels Volume 1 and Volume 2. TLDR, they just got canceled, and then TKO picked it up, and he was able to finish his series there. But the artist is Galahad. Or Galad. It's G-A-L. It's Gal, A-A-D. But yeah, I remember really liking this book. It was one of those kids' books that was like, oh, so you don't have to talk down to children in order to make it, in making a kid's comic, you don't have to talk down to them. That's really weird. You know, it was very good. Very good artwork, too, as you could tell. But yeah, I recommend getting the TKO published books and get on the Kindle. It's $4 per trade. That's 10 issues. That's all this for $4. And then you get the next series, and you get the next volume, which is the entire rest of the series, for an additional $4. And that's what I would recommend you guys do. That's what I did. And why did I get this then? Well, I want to. I want to get the image trades, and then I'll probably just read the second volume. So I'm like, I only have to do the second volume. I'll read that on the Kindle. It was just one of those things I had to get. But Volume 2 is one of those used books that you can tell is used. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a bunch of stickers right here. You can definitely tell, I think. Yeah, right there. But nothing too bad. And honestly, once you get the inside of the book, the interior, there's no way to tell. And that's the best. So this is a good example of what you can expect with a used, very good copy of a book. There's a couple of blemishes, but nothing that affects the reading of the book. And that is what it should always be. I've gotten some used very goods that have been like, what the, you know? Like, how did that happen? Then the final book is Volume 1. There's 2 volumes of this, but Volume 2 hasn't come in yet, of Death Jr. This one is by Gary Whitta, who you guys know has written, if you've been around me, if you've been watching my channel for long enough, you will know he wrote Batman Fortress, a book that I didn't like the first time, read the second time, really enjoyed it. So now I want to get everything he's done for Image, and I have this to get. I still have to. We're still waiting on Death Junior Volume 2, and then Oliver. That's all he did for Image. But this one was a long time coming too, because it was like I don't like the artwork, and it was just kind of like one of those books that doesn't seem to be my cup of tea. But whatever, I got it. It was cheap enough. But it is rated. There's no rating on here. How is there no rating on here? Yeah, there's no rating on here. That's weird. Alright, so unknown. Unrated. I'm sorry, this one collects 1 through 5, I think. Or 1 through 6 of Death Jr. I'm almost positive it's not a original graphic novel. But nowhere does it say anything about it. Oh, right here. It's promotional art. Nope. Nope. Doesn't say. Doesn't even have a table. What the hell is this book? Oh. I think. There we go. There we go. Alright. No, where's the... There it is. There it is. 1 through 3. Oh my god. What the hell? That's annoying. Because I didn't get ready for 6 issues, so hopefully it's 4 to 6. I think there's more than 6 issues. I hope it's not one of those books that's out of print. It got canceled and then it's not on Kindle. No, per issue at least. But Death Jr., Volume 1 of 2. 3 issues. The least you can get for a Image book. And it's another one that is a sticker. I'm gonna take that off though, it's really annoying. But anyways, that, as I say, is that. That is what I've gotten so far. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 books I've gotten so far for the month of August. And technically what I got for August, but you see, oh, I'm gonna get, sorry, no, July, not August. July, not August. I'm on August right now. But August, technically, but no, I don't count that. It's when I order it. If it comes in August, it's still when I ordered it. But that, as I say, is that. 17-minute video. Oh, should I order for Death Jr.? I did. Pretty sure I did it for all of them. Yep, I did. I remembered. Alright, that's the end.